सिर्फ किसी के सीने में खंजर डाल देने से ही वध नहीं होता। किसी के शरीर को तीरों से या तलवारों से या गोली से छलनी कर देना ही वध नहीं होता। वध होता है अरमानों का, ख्वाहिशों का, एहसासों का, खुशियों का, चरित्र का, स्वाभिमान का, विश्वास का। जीते जी किसी को गुमराह करना भी वध होता है। कत्ल तो कत्ल होता है, लेकिन वध सिर्फ वध होता है। हमारे अंदर, हमारे बाहर, हमारे चारों तरफ इतनी सारी कहानियां हैं वध की। उसे देखिए, पहचानिए, वध को, कत्ल से उसको अलग कीजिए और वध को रोकिए। लेकिन हर वध के पीछे भी एक शौर्य छिपा होता है। हर वध के खिलाफ भी एक शौर्य छिपा होता है। ये शौर्य क्या है? ये शौर्य क्या है?
शौर्य क्या है? थरथराती इस धरती को रौंदती फौजियों की एक पलटन का शोर, या सहमे से आसमान को चीरता हुआ बंदूकों की सलामी का शोर। शौर्य क्या है? हरी वर्दी पर चमकते हुए चंद पीतल के सितारे, या सरहद का नाम देकर अनदेखी कुछ लकीरों की नुमाइश। शौर्य क्या है? दूर उड़ते खामोश परिंदे को गोलियों से भून देने का एहसास, या शोलों की बरसात से पल भर में एक शहर को शमशान बना देने का एहसास। शौर्य बहती ब्यास में किसी के गर्म खून का हौले से सुर्ख हो जाना, या अनजानी किसी जन्नत की फिराक में पल पल का दोज़ख बनते जाना। बारूदों से धुंधलाए इस आसमान में शौर्य क्या है? वादियों में गूंजते किसी गांव के मातम में शौर्य क्या है? शौर्य शायद एक हौसला, शायद एक हिम्मत हमारे बहुत अंदर। मजहब के बनाए दायरे को तोड़कर किसी का हाथ थाम लेने की हिम्मत। गोलियों के बेतहाशा शोर को अपनी खामोशी से चुनौती दे पाने की हिम्मत। मरती मारती इस दुनिया में निहत्ते डटे रहने की हिम्मत। शौर्य आने वाले कल की खातिर अपने हिस्से की कायनात को आज बचा लेने की हिम्मत।
Thank you for playing this video. Over to you, Vikram sir.
Yeah, we have a question from Mona More. Mona, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, please ask your question.
So
before we hear the question from Mona, let's tell you who is Mona. She is a youth icon of AFH. She's doing social work and she will tell more about that. And she has been an author herself. She has written a book on short stories. So Mona, you can also, share your link of the book and also tell us about your book and also tell us about the work that you do before you ask the question, please.
okay, sure. So firstly, hello everyone. My name is Mona and I'm from Pune. I'm glad to be here and with this family. So I'm a professional social worker, professional counselor and a founder of an NGO. I've been working with children, and in this COVID also we have reached out to 150 children online, and we are working on life skills and a lot of things, and we understand that children are facing a lot of problems, emotional problems, academic problems, and for that we are working a lot. And by taking that into consideration, I've written the book Surya the Savior. By taking all those problems, this is a fictional story, but somewhere it is related with the stories of children with whom I have worked with. So definitely, if you are, yeah. So my question to sir is that you have written both fiction and non-fiction, but what you like the most, fiction or non-fiction?
Actually, if you ask me, I like biography. And I like to write about people, how they feel, their own perspective. But then, the biographies become so bulky. So I wanted to move out of biography and write fiction and not non-fiction, small stories and small books. Now, my last time my biography book was 530-page book. So I thought that I'll write 200 pages or 180 pages, something worth is around 170 pages. I was very happy, I'm writing 2 small books. Okay, I'll keep on writing that. But again, बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में किसी ने कॉलर पकड़ के फिर घुसा दिया बायोग्राफी में. And again, I am writing a biography. I've just finished a biography of Dr. Gurukulam Ganpati Reddy, which is around 360 pages. So another biography is coming in. But simultaneously, I am writing short stories as well. But definitely, Mona, answering your question, I like to write biography. But also, I'd like to, get into fiction. Like you have written a wonderful book, Surya, the Savior. I'd like to write similar kind of books. And of course, you have, as Vikramji said, you are a youth icon and you run an NGO. And congratulations for that. And thank you for asking this question. Vikramji, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Mona. Thank you for asking such a brilliant question. Now we have with us Mr. Praveen Vyas. Mr. Vyas, are you there?
Yes, sir. Namaste. I'm here.
Mute yourself.
Yes, yes. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible and you are visible to us.
Namaste, sir. Yeah, namaste, everyone. I'm Praveen. I'm a life skills teacher and educator. I work with schools. And first of all, congratulations, Satadal sir, for launching this amazing book, Vadh. When you shared the synopsis of this book, it was so inspiring, and I could relate to even to the video that you just shared so much, because my entire life, I could see my life there in the video, and when you explained what exactly this book is all about, and when Satadal sir asked me to share. I would like to share my own small story, which is again connected to this concept of Vadh. Is it okay, sir?
Yeah,
Yes?
please continue.
Yeah, please bring it on. Please bring it on.
Because when I was a child, I would like to openly admit here in front of everyone, I had a difficult childhood. My teachers, those days, corporal punishment was allowed, and teachers literally, violently hit the students, and I was said that I was good for nothing. I was good for nothing by my own school principal and my teachers. I always loved playing. I never loved studies. I never liked studies. So the thing is, I was an outstanding student, not in literal sense. What I mean is standing outside the class all the time, and teachers always said, Praveen, you're not going to achieve anything in your life. You're good for nothing. I don't know what you're going to do. But one day I stood up and I said, I will come and teach you people how to teach. I don't know why I said that. I would like to share the photo. It's there on my mobile. Maybe I'll share it in that group that Vikram sir has created. 2 years back, I was invited by the same principal. I'm right now here in Chennai, but I was invited to Sangli, which is in Maharashtra, where I studied. I was invited to train all the teachers. The same principal still is there in the same school. So that Vadh happened in childhood. Dreams were killed. Ambitions were killed. It was a complete disaster. There were points where I did not have any hope. I didn't know what I'll do. But all I knew as a child was I want to change the way education works. Shaurya came in. From where it came, I don't know. It's all God's grace, or maybe, from within, from where it came in, I don't know. Maybe the environment changed. I came to Chennai and the environment changed. And from there, I got Shaurya. And I worked on my dreams of transforming education. Today, I've been working with schools for almost 9 years now, and I have trained more than 30,000 students and teachers. And all the credit goes to Shaurya. Basically, this concept of Vadh is so beautiful. People are killed. Today, my goal in life is to actually uh, raise children, help children, create children, help children basically to have such a beautiful childhood that they don't have to recover from their childhood when they are grown up adults. I don't know how many of you are able to relate to this. A lot of people are still recovering. A lot of adults are still recovering from their childhoods because of the Vadh that was, done to their character, their dreams when they were children. So today at this beautiful book launch of Satadal sir, let's take an oath that we will never be an assassinator of children's dreams. Even if a child comes with an ugly painting, it might look ugly to you, but if a child has done it, praise whatever a child does. Children are the future, right? So I think this book is a beautiful reminder for all of us. And the way Satal sir said, it's a beautiful reminder that Vadh cannot just be physical, it can be even in terms of dreams, ambitions, emotions, character. Let's not be assassinator. Let us not, be one of those people who does that Vadh. Let us be those set of people who has the shaurya to bounce back, yeah, and to help others to do the same. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, Satal sir. May this book go to millions of people across the world and inspire a lot of lives, a lot of people. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pravinji. Thank you. What a wonderful explanation and how you have grasped the subject, of course, through your own personal experience. And ladies and gentlemen, Praveen is a very good friend of mine. And he's a queer kind of, I keep on saying this, but he's a queer kind of a teacher. Like he fuses teaching with the digital, revolution that is happening. He's very good at that. And as well as he has got a very queer sort of a long-term goal. Then he wants to become a monk. So we all have good wishes for him there. And of course, we'd not like you to be just a monk. We'd like you to be a monk who sold his Ferrari. So thank you, Mr. Praveen, for being here and explaining in such a fine manner. And thank you as always for being my friend. Thank you very much. Vikramji.
Thank you, Praveenji. So now we will move on and let me tell you, everybody, we are still the same number as we started this evening. We are 50 plus and congratulations to all of you for being so involved and so engrossed in this proceeding. And you see, I will request that we are right on time. We are going as per our schedule and we will wind up within an hour. So I request everybody to please stay till the end. And we have got certain takeaways, giveaways, prizes, and all of that in the end. So please do not go away. That's my request to you. Now we have Dr. Abhishek Tripathi. He is a PhD. He's a music composer. He has written books on music compositions in the films. He also has a widespread knowledge about international music genre. He is also a romantic fiction writer. He's also a poet. So I'd request Dr. Abhishek Tripathi, you cannot unfold your glamorous personality in a few minutes. It'll take years for us to know you better. But could you just recite a poem from your recent book? Please unmute Dr. Tripathi. Please unmute.
सभी को नमस्कार और सतदल जी को विशेष रूप से आज बहुत बधाई। हालांकि मैंने ये इसका सिनॉप्सिस पहले पढ़ा था एक बार, तो काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग था ये सिनॉप्सिस वध का। और वध के बारे में बोलूं तो हमारी माइथोलॉजिकल जितने भी ये इपिक्स रहे हैं उनमें स्पेशली वध का जो एक कॉन्सेप्ट होता था, वो जो जितना मैं समझ पा रहा हूँ कि वध जो होता था वो एक सर्टेन रीजन पे सर्टेन आदमी का जो किलिंग होती थी उसको वध बोलते थे। जैसे महाभारत में जयद्रथ वध हुआ, क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि उसके पीछे कॉज था। तो इसको सिंपल एसेसिनेशन से थोड़ा सा एक आगे ले जाके इसको मान सकते हैं कि ये एक इसमें एक मोटिव है, एक पॉजिटिव मोटिव है वध में। तो खैर ये तो सतदल जी और अच्छा बताएंगे। मैं एक छोटी सी कविता आपको सुना रहा हूँ जो समहाउ जो आजकल हमारे अंदर जो चीजें हैं, हमारे एक आदमी के अंदर जो आदमी कैसा हो रहा है, और ये जो वध वाला कॉन्सेप्ट जो अभी प्रवीण जी भी डिस्कस कर रहे थे, ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें हमारे अंदर, हमारे जीवन में, हमारे आसपास चीजें घट रही हैं जो जिनको हम देख रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं, लेकिन उस पर कुछ रिएक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं। तो मैं वैसी एक छोटी सी कविता आपको सुना रहा हूँ, आशा आपको पसंद आएगी। कविता का शीर्षक है क्या अंतर पड़ता है। ये बांस के झुरमुट सी भीड़, उसके पीछे स्याह साए। ये बांस के झुरमुट सी भीड़, उसके पीछे स्याह साए। मन हलाकान अनुत्तरित। क्या अंतर पड़ता है समय के प्रश्नों से। मन हलाकान अनुत्तरित। क्या अंतर पड़ता है समय के प्रश्नों से। स्नेह के बादल अब बरसते नहीं। स्नेह के बादल अब बरसते नहीं। बचा है बस मैं और मेरा ही सब कुछ। तुम्हारा सावन कब आया और कब गया क्या पता। तुम्हारा सावन कब आया और कब गया क्या पता। क्या अंतर पड़ता है। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि कोई चिड़िया नहीं दिखाई देती मेरे इतने बड़े बड़े बाड़ों में। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि कोई चिड़िया नहीं दिखाई देती मेरे इतने बड़े बड़े बाड़ों में भी। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि तुम कष्टों से मुक्ति नहीं पा रहे। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि तुम कष्टों से मुक्ति नहीं पा रहे। प्रश्न क्या है और क्या हो उत्तर। प्रश्न क्या है और क्या हो उत्तर। कोई फिक्र नहीं, कोई फिक्र नहीं, कोई कोशिश नहीं, कोई फर्क नहीं। सरे राह पीटा गया कोई आदमी, सैनिकों की टुकड़ी लापता हो गई। पड़ोस में रो रहा है एक बच्चा। सरे राह पीटा गया कोई आदमी, सैनिकों की टुकड़ी लापता हो गई। पड़ोस में रो रहा है एक बच्चा। दोस्त के पिता की सांस बढ़ गई है अचानक, और बाढ़ ने फिर से गिरा दिया है घर की काम वाली का कच्चा घर। क्या अंतर पड़ता है। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि तुम मर गए। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि तुम मर गए। मेरे वजूद में भी भला कब प्राण थे। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि कोई संवेदना ही नहीं है कहीं। क्या अंतर पड़ता है कि कोई संवेदना ही नहीं है कहीं। जरूरत भी क्या है। जय हो मेरी, इतना बड़ा मैं और इतने छोटे तुम। धिक्कार है तुम पर ओ मानव, धिक्कार है तुम पर और मुझ पर। फिर भी क्या अंतर पड़ता है। फिर भी क्या अंतर पड़ता है। शुक्रिया।
शुक्रिया दोस्त, बहुत अच्छा बता सुनाया आपने। लिखते भी अच्छा हैं और आप बोलते भी बहुत अच्छा हैं, और आपसे बार बार सुनने को मिलता है तो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है। मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद।
अभिषेक जी, मतलब क्या बताऊं, जब हम लोग सोच रहे थे शो के बारे में, लॉन्च के बारे में, तो बिना आपके तो लॉन्च होता ही नहीं। और मैं शुरू से, और विक्रम जी, हम लोग शुरू से बोल रहे थे कि आपका कविता तो होना ही चाहिए, और कोई सवाल ही नहीं था। एंड आपका जो जो भी बुक्स आते हैं, और अभी पता नहीं नेक्स्ट आप कब लिख रहे हैं, तो हम लोग बड़ा बेसब्री से इंतजार करते हैं. So, ladies and gentlemen, he has got 3 great books, and the recent one was Roj Kahani Katta Hoon. That's a nice and very touching book. Before that, he had Offline Girlfriend, and these are the books to treasure. These are the books that you should keep to yourself as a treasure. And इतनी अच्छी कविता आपने सुनाई है, तो आपके लिए मैं भी 2 लाइनें अर्ज करना चाहता हूँ, अगर इजाजत हो तो.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, स्वागत है, सुनाइए.
कहते हैं, जो पत्थरों में जुबान ढूंढे वो चीज है हम दोस्त. जो पत्थरों में जुबान ढूंढे हम वो चीज है दोस्त. है मर्ज ख्वाब सजाना तो हम मरीज है दोस्त. हमें कहानियां लिखने दो बहते पानी में. हमें कहानियां लिखने दो बहते पानी में. ये बेवकूफियां हमको बहुत अजीज है दोस्त.
क्या बात, शानदार.
जुनून के रास्ते पे जिसने ठोकरें खाई. जयदीप जी जरा सुनिए, जयदीप पराशर साहब. जुनून के रास्ते पे जिसने ठोकरें खाई है, उसे पता है कि ठोकरें लजीज है दोस्त.
क्या बात, वाह वाह.
विक्रम जी आपके लिए.
अभिषेक जी, आपके देखिए कितने फैंस आपके लिए क्या क्या लिख रहे हैं, मैं जरा पढ़ के सुनाता हूँ. प्रियदर्शनी कहती हैं, ग्रेट कॉम्पोजिशन एंड प्रेजेंटेशन बाय अभिषेक जी. अमित चौखानी कहते हैं, आपके शानदार कविता से हमें बहुत अंतर पड़ता है. और आशा गिरधर जी लिखती हैं, आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ योर पोएट्री. और अभिषेक जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप आए और इतनी अच्छी कविता हमें सुनाए.
सबको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. और सब इतने अच्छे लोगों के बीच में मैं थोड़ा बहुत अपनी बात कह पा रहा हूँ, इसका भी एक अपना अलग मजा है और अपना एक प्रिविलेज जो है मुझे मिला है, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
थैंक यू अभिषेक जी, थैंक यू फॉर दिस ब्यूटीफुल पोएम.
ललित हुंडलानी है हमारे साथ. ललित हुंडलानी इज अ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कोच. ही राइट्स बुक्स ऑन productivity, and he has written a book on focus. So Lalit, over to you. You also have a question for Satadal, so let's hear from you.
Thank you, Vikram ji, for giving the opportunity, and let me compliment you. You are managing the show wonderfully. और इसीलिए अभी तक 50 की गिनती नीचे नहीं गई है, 50 से ऊपर थे अभी भी हैं. And Satadal ji, congratulations to you. Finally, we have your book launch. We are eagerly looking forward. आपने इतने लोगों को लॉन्च किया, आज आपको विक्रम जी लॉन्च कर रहे हैं. गुड टू सी दैट. एंड मेरे पास एक्चुअली 2 क्वेश्चंस हैं, एक इजी वाला, एक डिफिकल्ट वाला. पहले कौन सा पूछूं?
डिफिकल्ट वाला ही पूछ दीजिए साहब.
सर, आप मुझे हास्य रस के क्या बोलते हैं उसको, ऑथर लगते हैं. फिर ये वीर रस की बुक्स क्यों लिखते हैं सर आप? आपका इतना डिमिनर, बिहेवियर इतना कॉमिकल है, आप हंसाते रहते हैं. अब वध, शौर्य, ये मतलब क्या है?
तो सर एक्चुअली ऐसा नहीं कि मैं कोशिश नहीं किया था. मैं एक बार कॉमेडी लिखने गया था और ट्रेजेडी बन गई.
अच्छा.
तो उसके बाद से मैं सोचा कि कॉमेडी लिखूंगा ही नहीं, ट्रेजेडी लिखूंगा. ट्रेजेडी रहने तो वैसे भी ट्रेजेडी बनेगा, वैसे भी ट्रेजेडी बनेगा.
अच्छा.
तो आई ट्राई टू राइट ऑन सीरियस टॉपिक. सीरियस ही रहता है. कभी कॉमिकल बन जाए तो कॉमिक्स में चला जाऊंगा फिर से.
सर मैं आपका बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ, तो एक मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है, एक कॉमेडी भी लिखिए सर.
जरूर जरूर
मजा आएगा, क्योंकि आप बहुत अच्छी कॉमेडी लिखिएंगे सर.
जरूर जरूर कोशिश करेंगे सर.
अच्छा सर, अब आसान वाला क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ आपसे. आप हमारे फेवरेट हो, है ना, एज एन ऑथर, एज एन इंडिविजुअल पर्सनालिटी. आपके फेवरेट ऑथर कौन है? मतलब ये जानने का बड़ा हमारा शौक है.
अरे ये तो डिफिकल्ट हो गया, वो तो आसान था. इसमें किस किस का नाम लूं मैं? बोलते हैं ना कि किस किस का नाम लूं मैं, सभी तो अपने हैं. लेकिन फेवरेटिज्म पे जब आती है तो 3 ऑथर्स को मैं बहुत चाव से पढ़ता हूं, अभी बार बार पढ़ता हूं. फिक्शन में जेफरी आर्चर है, जॉन ग्रिशम, डैन ब्राउन. ये 3 ऑथर्स है जिनको मैं बार बार पढ़ता हूं और कई बार पढ़ चुका हूं उनकी किताबें. और भी बाकी सारे बहुत सारे ऑथर्स हैं. अपनी AFH में बहुत सारे ऑथर्स हैं फिक्शन लिखने वाले. रत्ना राव जी हैं, गीता सहाय जी हैं, देन चिल्ड्रंस बुक पे लिखने वाले आशा गिरधर जी हैं. देयर आर सो मेनी वर्सेटाइल ऑथर्स इन AFH अलोन. स्पंदन गांगुली है. किसको छोड़ूं, किसको पकड़ूं, किसका नाम लूं मैं? मुझे हर किसी ने लूटा. ये गजल की बात थी. अब आते हैं नॉन फिक्शन पे. non-fiction, you yourself are a wonderful non-fiction author. Dale Carnegie is there, Napoleon Hill, and Michael Hyatt. I keep on reading them over and over again. Apart from that, of course, there is Vikram Khaitan, there is Lalit Sundani, there is so many other authors, Deepak Devraj, and Geeta Ramachandran is one of my favorites. So, the list goes on. Abhi sham bit jayegi, raat bhi bit jayega, shayad main bolta rahunga. There are so many authors. In fact, for the last 6 months, I have read 81 books, e-books, 81 books, because I could not leave any book. Kedar Panda, I think you are there. So Kedar Panda ka book hai. These books, it makes you grow in some way or the other. Your book, of course, like I read it very slowly to capture everything. Vikramji's last book, Seeds of Advice, was exceedingly well written. So it's a very difficult question. It is the difficult question, like whom I should say best. Everybody best, and everybody is a celebrity. Please type on the chat box yes, and Lalit Hundlani rocks. Our own Raja Hindustan.
Sir, thank you very much. मुझे तो आपने मेरा नाम लिया, उसके बाद कुछ सुनाई देना ही बंद हो गया. मतलब आई वाज ओवर द मून. इतने महान लोगों के बीच में आपने मेरा नाम ले लिया, तो अब बस आगे कुछ बोलना नहीं है सर. स्पीचलेस. थैंक
यू ललित जी. ओवर टू यू विक्रम सर.
Mr. Patha Pratim Pine, are you there, sir? Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, I am absolutely here. I will be presenting his another video.
पार्था जी पहले आप अपना वक्तव्य रखिए, then we can see videos or whatever, audios or whatever.
Let me introduce. I am Mr. Lahiri's one of the biggest fans, and I will obviously ask something. मेरे बोलने के बाद उनसे एक सवाल जरूर करूँगा. He is a childhood friend of mine, but the more I see him, I really I just find myself nowhere. How can he manage such a write-ups, writing like anything? Anyway, just for an introduction for myself, I have a website called Vidya Amrit Edutech, which actually promotes, and many of us know also, which actually promotes budding authors, creative people. It is basically a site where we give online teaching, coaching to students. But apart from that, we also cater to creativity through writing, art, music, any sort of creativity by anybody. And Vidya Amrit is the best platform for that. We actually promote all the creativity, and there's a huge number of audience because we cater to students. We cater to students, and it's a huge footfall throughout India, not only in specific states, but throughout India. We have a lot of footfalls of these students, and not only students, parents also. And of late, we are also getting inquiries about if we can make our children as writers, or creative writers. So we are also into engaging certain people, and that's where I am going to ask Mr. Lahiri also, that in his later stage, or would he be actually involved in teaching our students about creative writing like him, and so that they can also prosper in their life, and they can also bring their creativity in writing. So that is what Vidya Amrit Edutech is all about. Again, Vidya Amrit Edutech is a website that which actually caters to online coaching. And apart from that, the non-academic part, we also cater to teaching or giving information about foreign languages, music, creative art, Western music, and some other non-academic activities are also to be launched in the recent future. So this is a very brief description about Vidya Amrit. But यही सवाल है सतदल जी से कि क्या आप बच्चों को भी इस बारे में तालीम देंगे कि क्या वो भी आपके तरह राइटर बन सके, बिकॉज काफ़ी सारा इंक्वायरीज आती रहती है. सो if you could spend a bit of a time and give it to Vidya Amrit, so we'll also be really privileged.
Yeah, definitely, Mr. Partha, it would be an honor. Children are the future, and everybody has got a story. So, अगर कोई किसी चीज में काबिलियत रखता है, and if somebody puts their thought into paper for the message to be spread around the world, nothing like that. And with all, not only me, all of us sitting over here would like to help, people, children especially, to come up with the talent. And another request: ask your children whenever they can to see the YouTube videos of lateral learning from Sip and Talk with Vikram. बहुत सारा चीज उनको सीखने को मिलेगा, and बहुत सारा चीज उनको करने को मिलेगा, like direction they will get. So please 15 मिनट में PhD बन जाएंगे, MBA बन जाएंगे, मतलब वो एक्रोनिम्स है, don't take it literally, वो एक्रोनिम्स है, वो देखने से ही पता चलेगा. तो आप उनको बोलिए बच्चों को कि वो देखेंगे, and they will get a lot of lessons from there. And of course everybody sitting out here, right from Vikram Khaitan to Geeta Madam, Lalit Hundlani, Abhishek Tripathi ji, मैं खुद हूँ, और भी लोग हैं, आशा गिद्दर जी हैं, गीता साई, everybody is there to help children. Mona More especially runs a school for children. Praveen Vyas teaches children. So we are all there, and whenever you want to reach out to any one of us, you can definitely reach out. And thank you very much for being here in this event.
Thank you, Mr. Lahiri. It's a privilege. In fact, it's a privilege in front of so many authors over here.
So we are getting rave reviews about Lalit Hundlani. People are appreciating Lalit Hundlani. Lalit Hundlani rocks. Lalit Hundlani is awesome. क्या बात है, क्या साजिश है ललित आपके साथ? I don't know. कुछ तो आप करते होंगे.
सर मैच फिक्स किया हुआ है.
मैच फिक्स किया हुआ है. Very good, very good. So we have here Neha Aluwalia. Neha ji.
Hanji, Vikram sir, first of all, I would like to say.
Kindly make your video on. We would like to see you, please.
Okay, sure. First of all, I would like to congratulate you. You have been an amazing host, doing a very good job. And coming to Satadal sir, congratulations on your book launch. I would like to say that you're such a good mentor as well as a guide, and especially the encouragement and appreciation that you give to others when the confidence is really low. Ki pata nahi meri book kaisi hai, is it good enough or not? So especially in those times, I'm so glad to have a friend and a mentor like you. My question to Satadal sir is that do you have any book recommendations, sir?
Definitely, I'm tempted to say recommendations, seeds of advice from Vikram Khaitan. And there are so many books to name, but one particular book that I'd like everybody to read, if you come across, is a book called Goal. It has nothing to do with football or hockey. The book called Goal by Eliyahu M. Goldratt. Not because I'm an exponent in TOC, but because Grover Sav is there. He will say that because for decades, this book was being considered as fiction. Then it was considered as non-fiction. There was a confusion. And finally, it was decided it is neither fiction nor non-fiction. Now, this is a book called Goal. It teaches us how to understand our goal in a very pragmatic manner. And this is one recommendation I'd like to send across to everybody. If you can get your hands to it, if you have not read it, please go through it. And another book, of course, I can say Skyrocket to Success by Geeta Ramachandran. You can always get it from Amazon. But also, there is another book called Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It gives a glimpse to our history. It tells us that we are just only one species. जब हम लोग करते हैं ना कि ये ऐसा है, वो वैसा है, ये हिंदू है, ये मुस्लिम है, ये बड़ा है, ये छोटा है, we should remember that we have come from our forefathers who are hunter-gatherers, and we are just one species. अगर मरेंगे सब साथ में मरेंगे. So this is the time to collaborate. This is the time to be together, not to feel that, not to demean anybody. And this is how the book goes, and very wonderfully edited by Harari. And this is my recommendation. Thank you for asking.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Neha ji, for coming forward to ask a lovely question and charging up the room. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vikram sir.
We have with us Mrs. Geeta Ramachandran. She was the first lady engineer in Bharat Petroleum. and she has held very senior positions in Navratna companies, and you can see and tell by her confident smile how much she has achieved in her life. But इनके पास भगवान का दिया सब चीज है, बस एक चीज नहीं है, वो घमंड नहीं है बस. So Geeta ji, a few words from you, please.
Hello, thank you. You know, coming here, I feel like a family. You know, actually, I thought Mr.Satadal Lahiri has brought lot of celebrities from outside, so I was a little bit, doubtful of speaking over here. But anyway, seeing all our friends over here, it really made me smile. Now, coming to Satadal Lahiri, one thing that I have thought about him is that he's an enigma. You know, we all say the non-fiction authors, they have the right brain. And some of us, fictional writers, they have the right brain. And we who write non-fiction are left brain. But if you see Satadal, he has both his brains intact. If you see, he is an engineer par excellence. He's an IITian. He's a mathematician. And he is a great leader and very popular. And if you see, he is also an author of fiction and non-fiction. He is a biographer. He's a poet. He writes Hindi couplets, which I have already seen. I try to match with him, but I cannot come up. And he's very quick-witted. You know, he has certain dialogue, which I also have sometimes participated, and he's very quick-witted. So he's an enigma. He's I will say he has a right sense of humor, and but he writes tragedies. Now coming to the book Vadh, all of you may be thinking it is fiction, but I take it that it's non-fiction, because he has written about certain characteristics. You know, the character is getting assassinated. If you think of all the characters that he has shown in this book, the stories are really heart-wrenching. You have assassination of somebody who has been overtaken with grief, somebody who has undue adulation, somebody who has been under peer pressure, somebody who has been under pressure from the parents. Somewhere there are, I see certain stories, like the Vadh of Sita from Ramayana, or the Karna from Mahabharata, or even that boy who wanted to fly the aeroplane in 3 Idiots, and who had met with his death. All these stories are there in Vadh. I really enjoyed. Though I don't read fiction, but after coming to this family, I read stories by all the authors, many authors, fiction stories I read, and I was really thrilled. I really felt, they write something like they have the characterization, they write, they make it very beautiful, the plot is so nice. Unfortunately, though Satadal has taken my name as an author of which he likes, I can say that I have learned after coming over here. I write like essays, bullet points, things like that. We are taught to speak like that or write like that. But after coming here, I learned you have to add anecdotes, you have to check you have to do research, you have to find out a lot of information. All this has been a learning for me. I learned to write, to publish, as well as market after coming. And all of you have been so encouraging and so friendly. And I feel like a family. So I don't like to miss any of these book launches. Thank you so much for calling me and also asking me to speak a few words. Thank you so much. And congratulations to Mr. Satadal for bringing out such a wonderful book. And thanks to Vikram for hosting it so well. And to all my dear friends for sitting here and also listening to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Geeta ma'am. You are always an inspiration. And of course, like your books are wonderful, like the wonderful person you are and the way you guide us. And especially, I was very impressed by the way you had guided your Publithon team to victory. And also outside the team also, when people reached out, you have always helped. Thank you for your wonderful words and thank you for the inspiration. Vikram sir, please.
We also have one more Geeta here. This is Geeta Sahai. Geeta ji, you are.
This is a sixer. This is not even a sixer. This is अगर उसके ऊपर कुछ होता है तो वो है ये.
तो गीता जी, आपका इंट्रोडक्शन मैं क्या दे सकता हूँ? आप थोड़ा सा अपना इंट्रोडक्शन जितना आप बताना चाहें आप खुद बताइए, और आप प्लीज थोड़ा सा हमें बताइए, हमें गाइड कीजिए आगे कि आप एक लिटरेरी वर्ल्ड से हैं, आप जर्नलिज्म में हैं, और
अच्छा, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है विक्रम जी. हाँ. मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, लाइक अगर कभी मैं विशाल गुप्ता जी मुझे अकाउंट किए इन द कोर्ट, मैं कुछ कर दिया, या विशाल गुप्ता जी या नेहा आलूवालिया मुझे कोर्ट पे पकड़ लिया और मुझे कहा गया कि आप गीता की कसम खाइए, तो मैं कौन सा गीता का कसम खाऊंगा?
भगवद गीता की.
So Geeta ji, over to you, please.
But first of all, I must thank you, Satadal ji, because मैंने किताब नहीं पढ़ी है अभी आपकी, लेकिन जो आपने वीडियो दिखाया उससे it's a very very good nice theme. And जो आप कह रहे हैं वध होता है, वध, yes, it is not through guns, and I feel that emotional वध is very very dangerous. And it stays throughout your life. मैं आपको इस यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा इंसिडेंट बताती हूँ. बहुत साल पहले when I was an active journalist, I had met a rape victim, and it happened in Delhi. So पता नहीं आप लोगों को याद होगा कि नहीं, but it happened somewhere around Daryaganj area. I will not disclose more than that. So I met the victim and her family. और उसके बाद सारा कुछ हो गया, because we cannot name the person or anything. तो उसके बाद her one question, parting line was, कल आप लोग सब कहते हैं कि accused को punishment मिलना चाहिए. Punishment मिल गया 14 साल 20 साल, लेकिन if I am going to live more than 20 years, you tell me what will be my life? Will I not live with this? With this conscious that my body had been mutilated? And that's what, I mean, it was too powerful. That statement at that point of time, at that age of mine, was just too powerful. I felt, I mean, as a journalist, we are taught never to be too emotional, but I cried. I cried because I felt that, yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. आप punishment दे रहे हैं, ठीक है, to decrease. But it's happening day by day. It's happening, और अभी भी हो ही रहा है, हर दिन हो रहा है. So जो आपने किताब लिखी है वध, I think emotional वध is lifelong. It leaves an impact on the psychology lifelong. I think it's a very very relevant book, and I will certainly read your book. And that's it. और उसके बाद मैंने एक छोटी सी कविता लिखी थी, वो मैं आपको सुना देती हूँ. पता नहीं, because I used to write poems in Hindi, but now I have stopped that because I found that it gives so much. तो ये है खामोशियां बोलती हैं. खामोशियां बोलती हैं, मैंने अधिकांश समय गुजारा है खामोश रहकर. मैं खामोश रही भीड़ में, लोगों में, कमरे में, लोगों से बात करते हुए भी मैं खामोश रही. खामोश रही मैं जब सब कुछ हो रहा था, पर किसने कहा कि खामोशी का मतलब होता है कमजोर होना, कमजोर पड़ना? नहीं दोस्त, आ गए अभी बाकी. चलने दो मुझे, चलने दो मुझे, सोचने दो मुझे, सपने देखने दो मुझे, क्योंकि खामोशियां भी बोलती हैं. Thank you.
Thank you, Geeta ji. Thank you very much. With this, I announce open house. Please, if anybody has any question, please unmute and please indicate that you want to ask, or if you want to comment anything, if you want to react to any of these things that were spoken and discussed. See, we are all intellectuals over here. We all have our understanding about the world, and it will be great to hear from you, your sharings, please. Open.